Young Master Huang Pu. Martial Dugu clearly forbids any unnecessary battles. Are you perhaps? Battles, wars, those words refer to conflicts between two sides that are comparable in power. However, none of you are worthy of fighting against me. I'll simply be exterminating some pests. It doesn't count as violating the rules. Such an overbearing aura. Suddenly, a sword light came down from above, straight for Huangpu Qingtian. Huangpu Qingtian, I've waited 10 years for this moment. Flowing spaces 9 forms, splitting heaven. 10 years. Apologies. You waited for nothing. He walked just like before, and yet in the face of the upcoming sword attack, he only replied with a casual palm attack. The sword wave splintered and an almighty power slammed into Xie Tianshang's chest and sent him flying while coughing blood. Big bro. That was just like flicking away a fly. The air was excruciatingly thick, hard to even breathe. The dread on everyone's face only increased with every sound of Huangpu Qingtian's steps. Monster. It was on everyone's mind, yet none dared say it. Huangpu Qingtian, are you sure you're ready to face the consequences of your actions? Don't worry. I'm not after you, 5 tigers of Tianyu. After all, I must still allow Marshal Dugu to save face. As long as you are unscathed, I'm certain he will not blame the regent estate. So even if I take the head of the Luo clan's young miss, that old man won't care one bit. What a scheming heart. He knows Marshal Dugu's limit as well as when to stop. Miss Luo, please run away. Go find the marshal. Once you get to him, you'll be safe. But Yunhai, don't worry. Yunhai is the master's 5th godson. Huangpu Qingtian wouldn't dare lay a hand on him. Please hurry. We can't stall this monster for long. Sis, don't worry, just go. Just then, a soft hand grabbed her into a run. Looking back, it was actually Xue Ningxiang. Big brother Zhuo had always called me a nuisance. Big sister Luo. Let's see if he will still call me that after I save his clan's young miss. Seeing this cutie, Luo Yunchang's worries drifted out of her. Running away? Did you ask me first? Do you want to ruin the eldest young master's mood? Yu Yushan blocked him with a sneer. The little white rabbit always seems to think it can outrun the hunter. But that is a mere delusion. All its efforts will still go in vain. Huangpu Qingtian punctuated with chasing after the two. The 4 tigers rushed to intercept with 4 palms. Wind, forest, fire, mountain, imperial army. As if a dam broke, the power swept everything like a literal army. You actually managed to set up an array. But what a shame. It's too weak. Just this plain punch contained almost godly power. The boom sent the 4 tigers flying as they bled from their mouths. Now they felt on their own skin why Xie Tianshang was so badly wounded after just one attack. Veiled Dragon Claw. A whistle announced the incoming claw attack. The Veiled Dragon Pavilion truly is getting weaker by the day. Even now, all you know are some measly surprise attacks. Long Xingyun snickered, not minding it in the least. So what? This is my specialty. What a stupid idea. Just one of my kicks. It was then he found it odd that his leg didn't move. A shining ice sheet crept up his legs and rooted him in place. Filled with mist shooting from above. I see. While you had the 4 tigers block my path, you laid a trap for me using the frost domain. Not bad, not bad. Let's count that as a win for you. Unable to move, Long Xingyun clawed him from below, and Chu Qingcheng attacked from above. It was the perfect combo to subdue an enemy's movements while also unleashing a pincer attack. It's a pity, though. You're all just earthworms that are trying to shake the tree. You're making a fool out of yourself. With a boom, his body exploded in a golden light and roared like a dragon. A golden dragon rose from him, sending the pair flying and coughing blood. Qingcheng. Long Xingyun watched Huangpu Qingtian perturbed. What? What exactly is that thing? This is proof that I am a ruler. You are unworthy to know. With no one left to block him, Huangpu Qingtian went after the girls. Ninga, watch out. With a mere flick, annoying insect. Miss Luo. This hand of mine will obliterate you both. If that Shuo fan still doesn't show up, it's either he's dead or he's a scaredy-cat. I shall find out based on whether he appears or not. You're the scaredy-cat here. Big brother Shuo is a hero. I hope so too. But at this point, he seems more likely to be dead than alive. Sister. Ninga. Hehe, it looks like a ZHUO fan really won't show up. It's a shame you have to die for his actions. So if you want to blame someone, blame Zhuo Fan. It was he who cut your young lives short. Xie Tianyang punched the ground. Zhuo Fan, you brat. Why do you always manage to avoid the consequences of your own actions? Now Ninga will die just because of you. Looks like that Shuafan really is dead. Otherwise, he definitely would have shown up in this kind of situation. Impossible. Shuafan is not dead. If he is not, then scream for him to come. Prove it to me. But even if he does come, it's too late. He can't save you from my attack. Shuafan, if you can hear me, please just come out. At least let us see you one last time. She was on the brink of death, yet no response came. Lin Xuanfeng's group laughed harder at her futile attempt and treated her like a fool. Stupid woman. It's no use. Go die peacefully now. Even in the face of death, you must remain iron strong. That's what he taught me. I'll never see your face again, Shuafan. Huangpu Qingtian's palm struck down, destroying even the ground below them. Watched the aftermath in a daze, powerless as tears flowed from his eyes. It was now that a carefree voice entered their ears. Hey! A shiver ran through Huangpu Qingtian and his knuckles turned white. He turned, like the rest, to where the voice came from. He held two girls in his arms. Were you looking for me? Eyes filled with shock and intrigue graced the black figure. Not even Huangpu Qingtian could stop his eye from twitching. Under the sky of Tianyu, in front of me, the heaven-shaking Dragon Lord, there is actually someone who can pull off such a feat. To be able to save someone from my grasp in such a critical situation, even if he specializes in speed like Lin Shenfeng, it is almost impossible. That guy, could he be? Big brother Zhua, you're alive and safe. Ninga, long time no see. You've grown so much. He was thrilled that Xuaningxiang was safe and sound. But the deep gaze Xuaningxiang gave Zhuafan made him feel his life was over. Oh my Ninga, why don't you ever look at me like that? Zhuafan stumbled forward and held his butt. Young miss, what's the matter this time? We've literally just met after a long time. You asked me that, but why don't I ask you as well? Where the hell have you been for the past 5 years? I was worried sick. Luo Yunchang raved, but she couldn't mask the joy bursting from her chest as she forgot where she was and jumped into his arms, her tears falling non-stop. Zhuafan was caught unprepared, not knowing how to even respond, but ultimately deciding to hug her back. Xuaningxiang felt a stab of pain from deep within her heart. She should be happy to see Zhuafan again, so why the pain? But the sight of this young miss holding Zhuafan so close seemed to make her heart frantic. Chu Qingcheng was no different. Zhuafan was the husband she recognized back in Drifting Flowers City, and here he was, spreading his love. However reasonable and perfectly natural her brain told her this reunion was, her heart was another matter entirely. To think a fifth-layer bone-tendering woman can hit you like that. A brash and cocky voice burst Luo Yunchang's bubble of happiness. Looks like the soaring demonic dragon's strength is not at all impressive. So scary. Steward Zhua, protect us. Since when did this girl learn to whine? The eldest young master, that Zhuafan, is not as powerful as the rumors suggest. Even now, he's just a 9th-layer bone-tempering expert. He hasn't even broken through to the profound heaven stage yet. If you exchange fists with him, it will only tarnish your reputation. Why don't you hand him over to me? It might not be a bad idea to let this idiot test him out. Then I'll leave it to you. You have my permission. I thank the eldest young master. Hee. Lin Shenfeng snickered at Zhuafan. Steward Zhua, ignore the others for now. Go discipline that little brat for me. What's so special about him? Before you came, he spoke disrespectfully to me, and even tried to make advances on me. Luo Yunchang was wishy-washy, holding his sleeve and acting like a big child. Zhuafan blinked, giving her another look. Young miss truly has changed. To be able to act so naive. Since the young miss has spoken, how can I, her steward, not carry out her command? Whoever dares to lay a hand on our young miss must have a death wish. Ha. So what? It's not my fault that the Luo clan has no men. He didn't get to finish his sentence as something knocked him flying. He went through 4 houses before getting buried under the rubble. They stared slack-jawed at him. Even heaven-shaking Dragon Lord was stunned. To say that the Luo clan has no men right in front of me. I really should kill you. The rumored soaring demonic dragon greatly exceeds my expectations. He's definitely not human. Their eyes watching Zhuafan turned from shock to fearful. Now I know why father was so intent on becoming allies with the Luo clan. And why little Kuei and little Jie were so motivated to cultivate. Those 2 monsters are way too astonishing. Even with lifelong cultivation, is it possible to catch up to their level? Chu Qingcheng watched the imposing figure with a deep gaze. But then recalling his ties with the other girls ruined her mood. Yu Yushan and Yang Bangui rushed over. Lin Shenfeng rose from under the ruins with a bloody mouth. What just happened? Even I, Lin Shenfeng, can't catch up to his speed. One carefree kick knocked out 2 of my teeth. If he attacked me seriously, would I still be in one piece? No wonder people say he wreaked havoc across the 7 houses. His power is truly terrifying. Young miss, does that punishment suffice? Why don't I give him another kick? Lin Xuanfeng's heart jumped and he shivered a step back. No need, he just spoke rudely to me. I could let it go, but considering Yunhai's condition. Yunhai? Luo Yunchang pointed at her brother on the ground. His leg is injured. Zhuo Fan's face hardened, noticing the half-grown-up Luo Yunhai had his leg broken. Who did this? His bloodthirst spiked. I mustn't make a fuss out of this. It's not that big of a deal, brother Zhuo. I'm fine. What do you mean by fine? Yunhai, has becoming a soldier made you stupid? I said nothing when you endured the pain and did not make a sound before. But now that brother Zhuo is back, how can we still let others oppress us? Your sister is right. The strong eat the weak. If you're soft-hearted, others will gobble you up. When I was gone, despite the suffering you went through, I couldn't help, even if I wanted to. Even though this isn't a reasonable battle, I must still partly stand my ground. After all, this world is not ruled by reason. Now that I'm back, but by strength. How can I let you be hopelessly oppressed by others? They all could sense the thick bloodthirst in his voice. Luo Yunhai was silent. All men shuddered inside, admiring Zhuo Fan's flair. While the girls swooned. Even this old woman's heart has been moved by him. Brother Zhuo. Young miss, tell me who it was. It was him. He injured Yunhai's leg. We can't let him get away with this. Lin Shenfeng. You again. It seems like that kick just now was too light. Huangpu Qingtian's light step put him right in front of Zhuo Fan. Are you done making a fuss? Huangpu Qingtian finally made a move. With the big boss in front of us, how can that little brat touch a hair on our heads? Oh, you want to stop me? I don't want to stop you. You're overthinking things. It's just that. No one can get past me in front of my very eyes. And you are no exception. Zhuo Fan vanish. He was right before Lin Shenfeng. Lin Shenfeng was scared witless. When did he get past Huangpu Qingtian and come here? Kid, how dare you hurt the Luo clan's young master? Do you know how to make up for it? He couldn't even get one step away as Zhuo Fan's purple lightning-enveloped leg hit him squarely in the gut. He flew for tens of meters. The purple lightning was torturing his body until he spat blood. His organs were in a seriously damaged state. After Lin Shenfeng was kicked off, they struck back with a palm. What? Zhuo Fan vanished again, appearing next to the twirling Lin Shenfeng in the sky. Clutched his leg with a demonic smirk. Kid, you injured my young master's leg. Thus, taking away yours in return is a fair punishment. You fucker. Don't you know who I am? I am the young master of the Merry Woods, one of the 7 houses. Hurry up and let me go. Blood spurted like a fountain, followed closely by Lin Xuanfeng's wail of agony. Zhuo Fan threw away the leg he just tore off. Huangpu Qingtian was shocked. This is the first time his face changed and he wanted to help. Young Master Huangpu, weren't you going to stop me? A voice came from behind him. Why are you showing your back to me, then? How did he? He sent Lin Shenfeng flying with a single kick, tore his leg off, and returned to his original position. It all seemed to happen simultaneously in 3 different places. As if there were 3 people who acted at the same time. Today, I've finally met the most powerful opponent ever. It seems like I can't let my guard down around you. Oh, does that mean you weren't on guard earlier? Now then, are you ready? With another creepy grin, Zhuo Fan was gone. Firstly. But before his attack could land, Zhuo Fan squinted and was gone. Boom. Huangpu Qingtian was looking at rubble. It was where Zhuo Fan and the 2 girls had stood but was now littered with dust. Zhuo Fan reappeared 100 meters away holding the girls. Huangpu Qingtian snickered back. As I said, you can't get past me. If those 2 start fighting, we shouldn't get involved. Let's keep our distance. Yu Yushan was affected as well, seeing the 2 dragons on the brink of a war and bolted. Only the crippled Lin Shenfeng was left behind wailing on the ground. Save me. You 2 should go away. The girls caught onto the situation and ran far away to not disturb their battle. Wrapped in a golden light, his power surged and he was putting pressure even on Chu Qingqing's group despite how far they were. What a strong aura. Zhuo Fan's stance paled somewhat, but the faint black energy rolling about, the flickers of purple in his eyes, spoke of a deep power laying hidden. The onlookers felt their heart in their throats, yet they couldn't budge an inch. Huangpu Qingtian shouted and 9 golden dragons twisted around him before shooting for Zhuofan. It's the 9th stage of the Imperial Tyrant body art. Laughing, Zhuofan's eyes had a golden ring with purple lightning streaking in them, and charged as well. Perfect timing. A draconic roar followed the image of a black dragon growing around Zhuofan. But the streaks of purple lightning around it caused the earth to rumble incessantly. It was as if the end of days was coming. As far as the eyes could see, the two mighty powers created a stark and conflicting contrast. These two are truly fated enemies. Soaring demonic dragon, Imperial Tyrant body art. With two mighty roars, Zhuofan and Huangpu Qingtian's dragons were on a collision course. But a third roar resonated from between them, followed by a blue glow. A mighty figure drifted from the sky and landed between the two. He caught the two's wrists and flung them into the air. The blue glow came from none other than the second of 4 pillars, Marshal Dugu Zhantian's 6th grade spiritual weapon, dragon-slaying crescent blade. I've said this before. Such fights are banned within the walls of Dragon Cloud City. Are you two brats taking my words lightly? In the face of Dugu Zhantian, the general who reeked of blood and battle, he was subdued. I understand. I'll comply with Marshal Dugu's orders in the future. And you? I knew you were alive. I've been waiting for you to come back. Just where did you run off to? What were you doing? And when did you arrive in Dragon Cloud City? How is it that you're already causing trouble for me? Marshal, I'd like to make something clear. This is not me causing trouble. Just look at our clan's young master, your godson. His leg was gravely injured by them. If I did nothing, how can I call myself the Luo clan's steward? What? Dugu Zhantian took in the sorry state this place was and found his 5 godsons on the ground, with Luo Yunhai feeble from the blood loss due to a broken leg. Who did it? Dugu Zhantian's eyes went bloodshot as he roared. I won't let them go. It was them, Marshal Dugu. Please bring justice to our young master. Godfather, I beg you. Please help my brother get the justice he deserves. Dugu Zhantian's eyes spat fire as he glared at Huangpu Qingtian. Why did you harm my godsons? It's because. Huangpu Qingtian was calm. They were in my way. And why were they in your way? Well, they were carrying out your orders to prevent me from fighting. In other words, they aren't at fault. No, they're to blame. I've said this earlier. Fights only happen when both sides are equal in strength. Considering their strength, that didn't even count as a fight. Thus, I wasn't breaking the marshal's rules. However, I do admit that what happened between me and Steward Shuo was indeed a fight. But that happened much later. The 5 tigers were already down by then. Therefore, it can be said that they weren't hurt by doing their duty. Exploiting Marshal Dugu's righteousness like that, what utter bullshit. Are you going to twist the truth next? You schemer. What do you mean? If what you're saying is true, then how were all 5 of my godsons injured? They blocked my path, charged into me, and wounded themselves by doing so. To put it simply, they attacked me first. Then what about my 5th godson? Why is his leg in that condition? Don't you dare say that he broke his leg charging into you. That wasn't me. It was Lin Shenfeng who did that to his leg. Out of respect for you, Marshal, I spared all 5 of your godsons. Then where is that Lin Shenfeng? I have a lot to settle with him. Marshal, I'm afraid there's no need for that. Just now, Steward Shuo took matters into his own hands. He ripped off Lin Xuanfeng's leg to bring justice to his master. What else are you going to do? Dugu Zhantian spotted the pool of blood in which the pale face of the crippled Lin Shenfeng lay. His anger washed away in an instant. As expected. However, when it comes to twisting the truth, I think you're too inexperienced. Marshal, you mustn't listen to his lies. You have no idea the cruelty and danger he put us through. When I arrived, those 4 were ganging up on my injured young master. I won't elaborate on how ruthless and humiliating it was. As my loyal heart dictated, I immediately ran to protect him. But I also became their victim. How could I alone face the 4 of them? They beat me up until I was at death's door, but out of sheer confidence, they made a mistake, and one of them lost a leg. We are the victims here. Please, Marshal, show us some empathy. Zhuofan's voice took a mournful and stuttering tone, filled with pain and agony. They see our Luo clan as weak, small, and lacking in manpower. Hence, they decided we were easy to bully. Such dirty, despicable beings. Great acting. Everyone there spurted blood. Even Huangpu Qingtian's face twitched. That brat. He's right. Luo Yunchang also picked this time to add oil to the fire. Everything the steward Zhua said was true, although he downplayed some of it to save face for the Luo clan. But that was indeed what happened. Could God please bring us justice? Why is she joining in too? Big brother Zhua has totally converted her into a liar. Luo Yunchang and Zhua Fan shared a sly grin. Face twitching, Dugu Zhantian already had a taste of Zhua Fan's grandstanding. Zhua Fan's words, not even a dog would believe them. But this isn't too bad. This is the perfect chance to get back at the regent estate. So that's how it is. Dugu Zhantian nodded. Huangpu Qingtian, although I have banned fighting, you lot picked on the weak. It is, in fact, a much graver offense than fighting. Is this how you treat my law and order? I will definitely be addressing each of your clans to ask for an explanation regarding this matter. Marshal, you only heard his side of the story. Oh, was I one-sided? All right. Then let's see what the witnesses have to say. Is what Zhua Fan said just now true? They looked at each other, clearly getting his drift. Since Dugu Zhantian was siding with Zhua Fan, of course they nodded. Yes. Fuck. They're clearly targeting us. Face twitching, Huangpu Qingtian was swept by anger. Marshal, I once thought you were a man of great integrity. But now I see. With a bright smile, Dugu Zhantian mocked. See what? Everyone here is saying the same thing. Is there anything you would like to add? All of them are clearly siding with ZHUO fans. Meanwhile, on our side, Lin Xianfeng clearly had his entire leg ripped out. On your side, you have one person down while most of them are beaten up. Who is the real victim here? Who are the ones picking on the weak? Do you take me for an idiot? Fuck. I've never been humiliated like this before. Soaring demonic dragon, your title really is about targeting me, the heaven-shaking dragon lord. Let's just see what happens. Marshal Dugu, are you letting him go just like that? He just attacked me. My body is covered in wounds. A sudden ripple spread. Dugu Zhantian jumped in front of Zhua Fan, releasing a ripple of his own. A boom reverberated as the space warped visibly. Soaring demonic dragon, you're lucky this time. Just wait until the official match in the esoteric debate. When the 7 houses battle. I hope that you'll still have as much luck as you have now. Drag that crippled thing with us. We're leaving. Dugu Zhantian looked at him in shock. That kid, he's only a peak profound heaven expert. And yet he already emits the killing intent of a radiant stage expert. His bark is worse than his bite. Zhua Fan only chuckled. What do you mean by bark? It's called strength. You don't understand just how dangerous that was. I know you're a body cultivator, and perhaps you could exchange a few fists with him. But that just now was an attack with killing intent targeted at the soul. You would have died before you realized it. No one beneath the radiant stage can survive an attack with killing intent. I really have no idea how you youngsters will be able to face that monster. Even with Zhua Fan's otherworldly talents, if he couldn't cross that obstacle, nothing would be of any use. How stupid. Killing with intent. I stopped caring about that kind of thing 5 years ago. None of them noticed a spindly figure further away, watching them. That kid is not as ruthless as I had imagined. It had been 6 hours since they arrived at the Marshal's temporary residence in Dragon Cloud City. Time in which the wounded were placed in a side wing and administered pills.